evening, everyone. Welcome to the National Sandjag News live stream, presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We are in Soboba, at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California, wrapping up a great afternoon and evening of racing. We just finished up the last qualifying session for the heads-up classes, and we're getting into the Pro Gambler car bracket class. So if you've been following along with the NSDN Facebook feed, you've seen all the Facebook page, you've been seeing all the videos of the heads-up qualifying session. The track was really good. We've seen some great numbers today in all the heads-up categories. We've seen a couple of records, potential records. Jimmy DePass actually did set the A-Pro Jeep record with a 269. Backed up with a 270, but Derek Valkunis went 271, so there's a potential that he could steal it away tomorrow. I'm sure both of those races will be gunning for the record by the end of the weekend, but 269 in a 120-inch wheelbase blown alcohol Jeep. Unbelievable. Also, we had Robert Skidmore in the Fast Fours class. Skidmore went 268, which is one leg on the current record, so he needs a backup. He went 276 on the pass tonight, so he'll need to step it up tomorrow to set a new world record. So here we go. We're coming out with round 2 of the Saturday night Pro Gambler car class, Pro Street bracket, open dial, and it's going to be Jim Lahr over on the far side up against Kenny Hayes. Kenny out of Buckeye, Arizona. And there's Junior. How did you know Kenny was going to be pulling to the line? That's ESP right there. Kenny had a nice pass first round. We'll see if he can keep it going right here. Kenny's out 346, 422 the dial on the far side. Kenny Hayes with the win. 063 light, won 356 on that 346 dial, getting out of it early. Not sure what Jim Lahr ran, but he was right with him on the tree reaction time wise, so he must have fell off and didn't run the number. So Kenny Hayes going to round number 3. Coming up next, the giant killer, Eric Hickey out of Las Vegas. He defeated the ultimate gambler, Charlie Johnson, in round 1. So Eric Hickey coming up next against Justin Adams in the race team. Eric celebrating his 21st birthday this weekend. See if he can go another round in the Pro Gambler. Justin Adams in 440, it looks like. Eric Hickey went 393 on that one. So Eric put up a good fight tonight. Went out round 2. Justin Adamson will move on to the next round. The next up is going to be Mr. Chris Ketchon over on the far side, up against Bill Meany. A couple of Larry Minor Motorsports built Jeeps. Should be a good battle here. Chris Ketchon going rounds. Got around Bill Meany there. 408 on the 404 dial. Chris going to round 3. Next up is going to be Joe Simeone in the near lane. And the fastest man on sand on the strike over there in the hammer down bracket team. Dennis going rounds with the new ride. See if he can keep it up. Up against Joe Simeone in the I Love It team. Dennis Wright getting it done. 440 is the number on the big end for the victory. Dennis Wright going on to the next round. 394 for Joe Simeone. Sounded like he was breaking up pretty good down in the lights. So, wow, that was an interesting round there. A lot of good racers still in. Kenny Hayes, Justin Adamson, Dennis Wright, and our old friend Mr. Chris Ketron going rounds. Not sure if I missed anybody there, but that's where we're at in the program. So, we're up to the third round of the Pro Car Gambler. Now we're up for second round of the ATV Gambler. I'm going to clean the track and come back with that. Hey, check out the moon up there above the light tower. Pretty spooky looking up there. It was, we had a full moon last night. It's pretty full up there, but the clouds are wreaking havoc a little bit. Right on, Chad Kenny. Yes, that is Dennis's Jeep is really sweet looking. It is a low rider, and it's been doing the job. He's going rounds tonight. So, to recap, we are in San Jacinto, California at the Soboba Casino for the Southern California Sand Drag Association Mayhem at Soboba event. You are watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Good Vibrations, great folks, great supporters of us here at NSDN. They, if you need performance parts, call them up. They got it. They specialize in blown applications, blower, superchargers, and fuel system stuff, but hey, they got it all. They got safety equipment, they got chassis components, stuff like that. Go to goodvibesracing.com or check them out on Facebook, Good Vibrations Motorsports. Also, we want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors for the daily race coverage this weekend. Good Vibrations Motorsports, of course, but also Hammer Down Racing, Dennis Wright, Morris Family Racing, Rialto Trophy, the Kinney family, MPC Racing, Mark Ratliff, Kevin Williams, and Flirting with Disaster Racing, Mr. Kenny Hayes. So big shout out to those guys for ensuring coverage from this event this weekend. So we're getting down to it. We got, I believe, 4 cars left in the Pro Car Gambler, and we're coming back with second round of the ATV Saturday night ATV Gambler. So we saw some really good action in the top eliminator class. Crazy last session. Terry Crawford came in as the #1 qualifier with a 297, and he lasted until the last 2 pairs went down the track. Jim Rossi went 296, bumped him off the top spot, and then the next car down the track was Paul Taylor to round out the session, and Paul proceeded to go 295 with a 7. So Paul Taylor is your #1 qualifier in TE going into race day. 10 cars in the field. Hopefully all 10 will be ready for round 1 tomorrow. Top alcohol class, Gary Meek rolled the car off the trailer there for the third qualifying session, and he went 244 to the top spot. Backed it up with another 244 in the last session, so he'll be your #1 qualifier going into race day. Right behind him is Jim Hammond. And Pedro Villa, hey, Pedro Villa in the Express went 2.50 seconds. His personal best. Pedro has been sand drag racing for a long, long time, and it was just a great sight to see him lay down some personal best numbers tonight. 2.50 seconds, 138 miles an hour for Pedro Villa in the Express. He's been around this a long time, and it's great to see him really running some strong numbers in top alcohol. And for those of you watching on the live feed, it is very chilly here. It is gotten downright Arctic. We got a little bit of a breeze, and man, when the sun went down, it got cool. So it's yeah. It is a cool evening. Very good air for the race cars. It's not real comfortable for all of us standing trackside. No, we did not have any top field car show this weekend, but we had a pretty good field of top alcohol and top eliminator task force course, again, Pro Mod cars this weekend in the heads-up categories. And here we go with the ATV Gambler tonight. It's going to be Austin Thomas in the bar lane, and Bryce Brock in the near lane. Now, Mike ran a 352 earlier, which we believe is I think it's a V-Pro bike record. So he's going to try to better it here. He's dialed in at 349 up against Austin Thomas. Whoa, that was a wild ride for Mike. He took a hard right, did a great job of riding and not taking down any cones. So Austin Thomas is going to the next round. Next up is Taylor Holmes in the near lane and Mark Ratliff in the far lane. Couple of strong reaction times there, but it's Mark Ratliff going 436 for the win, 048 on the tree. Mark Ratliff's advancing on to the next round. And next up, it's going to be the 96 Mings bike. I believe that's Jordan Mings over on the far side. Up against JW, Joey Weaver. Joey won the motorcycle sport one class earlier today. Double up today. JW takes the win, 426 with an 089 light. He was on a 417 dial, and he rode it, man. He was over by the cones down by the finish line. So Joey Weaver did a nice job of riding, and he'll move on to the semifinals. Not sure what we're running next here. Yeah, we're finishing up the show here tonight with the Gambler late rounds. And this appears to be Austin Thomas. So I'm assuming this is his semifinal 5. We saw him get by Mike Cross a few minutes ago. Austin does a nice job on his bike, grabbing a 5.00. I think Austin's ready to take home the trophy tonight. He went 002 on the buy run, 505 on the 5 flat dial. So Austin's definitely ready to face off with either Joey Weaver or Mark Ratliff in the final round of the ATV Gambler tonight. So to recap, we are at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the Southern California Association Mayhem at Soboba event. You are watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Be sure to go to goodvibesracing.com and check them out, or check them out on Facebook at Good Vibrations Motorsports. Here we go, the second pair of the semifinals in the ATV Gambler class. It's going to be two of the best here on the West Coast. Is this going to be Mark Ratliff in the MPC Racing entry over here in the rear lane, and Joey Weaver, JW, over on the far side. And it's Mark Ratliff turning the tables on Joey Weaver. He was 0-11 on the trade. He's going to the final. Those two faced off earlier today in the Motorcycle Sport 1 final, and Joey took the win in that one. But this time, the roles were reversed. Mark Ratliff's moving on to the final, where he will face off with Austin Thomas. So, we're down to the finals in the ATV Gambler, and we're down to the semis and finals for the Pro Car Gambler. And we're done for the night, guys. I hope everybody's enjoyed the coverage this weekend. Oh yeah, Chad's ready to go racing. Get the bike ready, go check out Greens and do some racing with the man. Chad Louth, bracket killer from back in Michigan, checking in with us right now. We've had a lot of folks from across the country on here this weekend checking things out. Where's everybody from that's on here now on the late night feed? Probably mostly West Coasters, I would assume. But you are watching the National Sand Drag News live stream, presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. And they're firing up for the final round here in the ATV Gambler. Mark Ratliff going to be on the far side. And Austin Thomas over here in the near lane. And that one was over on the starting line as Austin Thomas turned it 018 red. And Mark Ratliff will be your Motorcycle Gambler winner tonight here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. So Mark had a runner-up finish today in the Motorcycle Sport 1 class and rounds it off with the win in the Gambler. Austin Thomas, he had a runner-up in Sportsman 2 in the McKinney family Jeep. So Austin's quite a racer, man. He can he jumps in the Jeep, wins rounds, jumps on the quad, wins rounds. He's getting to be really good. So next up is the semifinals in the Pro Car Gambler. We're gonna clean the track and come back with the final four. 4 Jeeps, that's what we have left in the Gambler. It's going to be Kenny Hayes versus Justin Adamson and Dennis Frag versus Chris Ketron. So to recap, we are at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the Southern California Sand Drag Association Mayhem at Soboba event. You are watching the NSDN National Sand Drag News live stream, presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Getting down to the end of the night here. It is definitely getting chilly here, so probably see some breakouts, and yeah, we had a little bit of an issue or incident earlier. Christy Garnis, she had a wild ride on her Pro ATV. She got out there, I don't know, about 60 foot or so, and bike did some weird stuff and she came off. Christy's okay, talked to her a little while ago. She's banged up, bruised up, but otherwise Christy's fine. So we're glad to see that. Christy and her husband Robert, they do a lot for the HCV community out here on the West Coast, and they're just great people. So we're glad that Christy's okay. We've had a few incidents this weekend, which are kind of unusual for these events, but yeah, everybody is a-okay, and we're very thankful for that. The safety equipment does its job, and yeah, it's all been good. But yeah, it's as you can see, the camera's probably gonna move around a little more than normal because I'm a little chilled right now. But yeah, perfect day in Michigan for sure, Chad. Yeah, I definitely saw that before I left. It was warmer there at home than it is here. I think it only got to like 67 or something today. That is correct, Chad. I definitely do not like the cold. Yeah, that is a 100% fact. I am not enjoying it at all. It's got a real bite to it. You know, I don't think the temperature is really that cold, but I don't know if it's the moisture in the air or what. It's just really gotta love that grading equipment though, man. Bring out the big stuff for this deal. So here we go, final four in the Pro Gambler. And it's gonna be Justin Adamson over on the far side in the Rape Tape Jeep out of Norco, up against Kenny Hayes from Buckeye, Arizona. Clerk with the pass. 346 is the dial for Kenny and a 433 for Justin Adamson. Semi-finals in the Pro Gambler. Ooh, Kenny's over indeed. Justin Adamson with the win. Kenny Hayes, he drove it in way deep and was off his number. He went 366 on the 46 dial with a 003 bulb. Justin Adamson went 439 on the 33 dial. So Kenny fell off at 2/10, and that just gave Justin the margin he needed to take the win. So next up is going to be Dennis Reich on the far side and Chris Ketchon here in the near lane. Chris, the Arizona racer over here. Beautiful green Larry Minor Motorsports Jeep. And Dennis Reich, the brand new Hammer Down Racing bracket Jeep. Thing looks sinister, right on the ground. A lot of flat black and orange going on. Perfect for Dennis. Whoa, Chris was driving it big time, and Dennis takes the win. It was an 022 to an 026 on the tree. Dennis goes 437 for the win, going to the final round tonight in the Pro Car Gambler. Man, did Chris have to drive that thing. He started over, he was staged about, I don't know, a little right of center there, and man, he got over here. You can see the tracks down there. He got over just about to where the edge of the dark area is. Hey, let's see the tracks there. He really had to drive it to reel it in. He slowed to a 419. I think he was dialed around a 404, so. So the finals will be Justin Adamson and Dennis Reich, the two orange Jeeps. Who'd have thunk it? We're going to have an all-orange final. See who wins the Saturday Night Pro Gambler. Knowing Dennis, he's probably just ready to go. No, he shut her off. Okay. see how much cooldown time Justin needs. These guys doing these Jeeps, they really don't need much cooldown, especially on a cool night like tonight. I would assume they're going to run the final here pretty quick. So Justin Adamson and Dennis Reich, the orange Jeeps. Who you got your money on, guys? Is it going to be Adamson? Is it going to be Reich? I don't know. Both of them have been running good all day. Dennis has really got that car dialed in on the tree. He's worked at it really hard this weekend, first time out. And he was telling me earlier, you know, he's got the top fuel car and all that. And he says, man, I'm having a ton of fun this weekend. He's got a pocket full of time slips. Just been hot lapping that thing and having an absolute blast. So your final round, Justin Adamson versus Dennis Reich. Ooh, Chad's going with Justin here. I don't know. This is going to be a good one. I didn't see what Justin had for a light last round, but I know Kenny had the 003 over here on the left side, but just couldn't run the number. I don't know. It didn't look like Justin got in that deep, had that good of a light, so it should be interesting to see how these guys approach the final round, how deep they go, and how close they cut it on the tree. So a huge thank you to all of our sponsors this weekend that made this happen. Good Vibrations Motorsports, they're the presenting sponsor of the National Sand Drag News live stream. Along with all our daily race coverage sponsors, Hammer Down Racing, Dennis Reich, Morris Family Racing, Rialto Trophy, MPC Racing, Kevin Williams Racing, and Flirting with Disaster. Oh, Bob, you're killing me. It is really chilly out here. I know all you guys that are watching at home, it's in your warm, toasty trailers or houses or wherever you're watching from. Yeah, I'm going to be in the rental car with the heat cranked up here in just a few minutes. There's no doubt about that. And a big shout out to the Cambridge family. Kevin Cambridge got the win in Sportsman 1 today. That was pretty impressive, driving his dad's dragster. And he'll be at it tomorrow in Pro 1. Yeah, Dennis definitely looks strong. I don't know. Justin or Dennis, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a hard fought race. An orange Jeep's gonna win. I will say that. That's the prediction I'm gonna make. An orange Jeep will definitely win this final. Look at the cheering section over here, man. These guys are all, I mean, it's not really that temperature wise, it's not that cold. It's probably in the low 50s, maybe high 40s. But man, it's got a little breeze, and just the chill in the air really rips right through you. At the cheering section, the Adamsons and Reichs and all the Jeep crew over there gathered, ready for the final round. By Southern California standards, this is chilly. Hey, I think they're ready. It's time. Final round. Last chance to place your bets. Justin Adamson over here in the near lane, or is it going to be Dennis Reich over in the far lane? Who's going to take home the gambler win tonight? Dennis put it in too deep and turned out the stage light. So Justin Adamson is your winner tonight in the Pro Gambler, 443 at 75 miles an hour. Dennis put it in just a pinch too far, put it in the guard beam, and Justin Adamson is your winner. So congratulations to Justin and the Rape Tape crew on the win, and great job, Dennis Reich, first weekend out with the new ride. Runner-up finish tonight in the Gambler. We'll see if he can better that tomorrow. So big thank you to Good Vibrations Motorsports and also to everybody tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be sure to like and follow National Stage Drag News and click the live notifications button to be notified whenever we go live here on NSDN. So thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.